for a second if I can.
That's what I said, no.
I'm going to talk to you for a second if I can about the Pampered Chef stoneware. So that was the large bar pan that I sent into the oven. But I want to talk to you about the Pampered Chef stoneware. People stop me all the time and they say, Sharon, why are the stones in Bed Bath & Beyond $9.99? Why are the Pampered Chefs more expensive? And the reason is the stones that you see out in the stores are pizza stones. Ours are baking stones. Big difference. Not only can you do pizza on ours, but you can do meat, fish, chicken. So you're going to see a large round stone that's flat with handles and a flat 12 by 15 rectangular. I always try to tell people I prefer the stones that have sides. I'm going to tell you why. If you try to make meat or fish on a flat stone, it's going to drip in your oven. So we now just contemporized our round stone. It has a vanilla glaze around it and it has a little lip around it. So not only can you do pizza on there, but on that I'll do my pork chops. I'll do a whole chicken cut up in parts. I'll do a meatloaf on there. Chilean sea bass, tilapia. You can do your appetizers, your hors d'oeuvres, chicken cutlets. You don't want to fry them anymore. Instead of dipping them in egg and breadcrumbs, I do Italian dressing and breadcrumbs. Lay them out on the stone. They crisp up because of the dressing, but they're baked, they're not fried. And you never have to turn them. Everything browns all the way around. No longer do you have to stick your head in the oven and burn your eyelashes off and flip your French fries. Everything will brown and get golden all the way around. So you're also, the bar pan that I just put in the oven, that's the same thing. Who cares that your pizza's not round? Now you can make a grandma Sicilian pie on there. But on that, you're going to grill asparagus. You're going to grill vegetables. I found out a couple of years ago I really can't have carbs. So every night, instead of rice, pasta, potatoes, I grill my veggies. I do broccoli and cauliflower, a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper. 425 degrees, you get the burnt, crispy broccoli that the restaurants all serve now. So you're going to do your veggies on there. You're going to do, on the large bar pan, I do a double box of brownies. You're going to do your cookies, your hors d'oeuvres, your appetizers, your meat, your fish, your chicken. So girls, the large bar pan was so popular, now we have a little one for the toaster oven. Maybe you live alone or it's just you and your husband and you don't want to light the oven and use the big one. On the little bar pan, you could do 2 salmon fillets, 2 pork chops. If you have kids, a couple of chicken nuggets, mozzarella sticks, bagel bites. You're also going to see in the catalog, our biggest stone is our big rectangular baker. That's your lasagna pan. You can do a lasagna in there. You can do a brisket in there. You can do a turkey breast in there. You're also going to see a ridge baker. It literally has ridges. And that one, you can do meatballs on there, a couple of chicken breasts on there. I actually love this one. This looks like a dog dish, or I always say a stoneware bra. It's not. Let me tell you what this is. This is our egg stone. I am so in love with this. Every single morning, I have a spinach, feta, and egg white omelet. I don't even dirty a mixing bowl. Pour the egg whites in here, or crack the egg whites. I rip off some fresh spinach, sprinkle in some feta. 1 minute and 45 seconds, 2 perfect omelets. It comes with a little use and care guide. You can do poached eggs in here. You can do scrambled eggs in here. I met a woman who said she does 1 pancake batter in here and 1 scrambled egg. And before her kids go out to the bus, they all have in under 2 minutes a hot breakfast instead of an ice cold Pop-Tart. So that's the egg stone. Love, love that. And then girls, I want to show you this. We're actually in here doing the hot apple crisp, but I want to tell you about this stone. This is our deep covered baker, otherwise known as the magic pot. But first I want to tell you why it's cranberry. All of the stones look like this when you start out, but the more you use them, the darker they get. Mine at home are black. It's like your great-grandmother's cast iron pots. The worse they look, the better they cook. But a lot of people felt that when that happened, they were ugly and they didn't want to bring them to the table all discolored. So several years ago, they started glazing them. So it cooks the same on the inside. It's just a dressier look on the outside. Almost all of the stones, you'll have a choice of glazed or unglazed. So let me tell you more importantly why this is the magic pot. When you get home from work at 6 o'clock at night and you have no freaking clue what you're going to make for dinner, or you have kids and you come off the soccer field, what do? We go through the drive-thru, or worse yet, you come home, you eat a lean cuisine and they eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch. The only thing that changes is the cereal, but it goes on in everyone's house. That's not going to happen if you have this. You're going to walk in the door at 6 o'clock, you're going to put a whole raw chicken here. 5 or 6 pound chicken sitting on top of some sliced potatoes and carrots. You're going to season it up, no liquid. Put it in the microwave for 30 minutes. It is the most delicious, fall off the bone, golden brown, juicy chicken you've ever eaten in your life. I know what you're thinking. It's going to be gray, rubber, gross. I thought the same thing. I swear to God, I brought the chicken with me for 6 months. Charlie the chicken came with me to all my parties. We'd make it. The women would die because it goes in dry and it comes out in 2 inches of broth. I would slice it up, the best chicken you will ever eat. Have any of you ever done that in your baker or your Rockcrok? Promise me you're going to go home and do that. Out of this world. It is delicious. But you're not just going to do that. You're going to make, absolutely. It's not crispy, but it is golden brown, delicious. It's okay. It's the skin anyway when you take it off. But girls, you're going to do bruschetta pasta in here. 1 box of raw pasta. You don't boil it. And I'll give you all of these recipes. A box of raw pasta, 1 box of chicken broth. You're going to make some fresh bruschetta, grill up some chicken or grilled shrimp in under 20 minutes. A meal that tastes like it came from an Italian restaurant. That's how delicious the bruschetta pasta is. You're going to do a pork loin in here. You're going to do Mexican chicken in here. You're going to do chicken fajitas in here. You're going to do a 10-minute lava cake in here. Tonight we're doing the hot apple crisp. I will send you home with a cookbook with 150 recipes that you can make in here. If you don't have a microwave, the stones go in the oven as well. Put a roast in here. Go out for 3 hours. It turns your oven into a clay baker. You come home, you take the lid off, everything falls off the bone. Beef, pork, chicken. Absolutely out of this world. So this stone is $88. It was one of my #1 pieces. But here's the thing. I'm not going to let you buy it anymore. Let me tell you why. Ready? Okay. So, the problem with the deep covered baker, the magic pot, and all of the stoneware pieces, they only go in the oven or the microwave. They're clay. They're fired in a kiln. They cannot go on your stovetop. They will crack with direct heat. So after years of listening to women say, Sharon, can I make chili in the deep covered baker? Can I make soup? You can't. So a couple of years ago, we came out with a piece of cookware that goes on every heat source. There is nothing else like this in our country. This Rockcrok goes on your stovetop. I love this store. This Rockcrok goes on. So this Rockcrok goes on your stovetop. It goes in your oven, in your broiler, in your microwave, out on your barbecue, and then in the dishwasher. Oh my God, there's nothing else like this in the United States. Nobody has a piece of cookware that goes on every heat source. So every single meal that you would make in the deep covered baker, your whole chicken, your bruschetta pasta, your pork loin, all of that can be done in here, but all the things you couldn't do in that, your soups, your stews, your chilies, can be done in this. So for a few dollars more, I always say it's a much better investment in the Rockcrok, because I've yet to meet a woman who doesn't use the top of her stove. I mean, it just doesn't exist. So this is the large Rockcrok that we're doing the zucchini linguine in. You're also going to see a smaller everyday Rockcrok. The only problem I have with the everyday, it's the same size this way, it's just lower. So you can put a whole chicken in there with potatoes and carrots, or the bruschetta pasta. And for me, those are 2 staples. I make them once a week. So for a couple of dollars more, I always say the best investment is your Dutch oven. You're also going to see the mother just gave birth to a baby. So we got a little casserole Rockcrok. So there are 3 size Rockcroks. But I do want to tell you how you take care of the stoneware and the Rockcroks if you're not sure. So all of the stoneware has to be seasoned. And when I say seasoned, if you have Pam at home, promise me you're going to go home and throw that out. That has more chemicals than anything in your kitchen. When I say seasoned, you're going to put a little oil on a paper towel. Whatever oil you have in your kitchen, olive oil, vegetable oil, put it on a paper towel. Just smear your stones the first 5 times that you use them. After that, no oil, no grease, no butter. They become a healthier way of cooking, just the first 5 times. The Rockcrok, you do not season. You just cook in it. How do you clean the stones? And I tell you this because most people don't even see them in the box. All of the stones come with a little black scraper. That and hot water is all you use to clean it. You're going to see that pizza is going to lift right out. Nothing ever sticks on a stone because nothing ever burns. Remember the old Corningwares and Pyrexes? You always had to soak them and tackle them the next day because in those everything stuck because it burnt. nothing burns on the stone, so nothing sticks. So if there's anything on it, a flick of the scraper or the abrasive side of your sponge, and that's it. You shouldn't use soap, no Brillo, no dishwasher, just hot water and the scraper. The Rockcrok goes right in the dishwasher. Any questions, girls, on the differences? I want you to be comfortable with the stoneware, with the Rockcrok. Are we good? Okay, so now I want to talk to you about my most important product line, and that would be my cookware. Okay, I want you to be honest. By a show of hands, how many of you at home have pots and pans where your Teflon is peeling, flaking? She's honest, let me tell you. I don't care if you don't buy ours. Promise me you're going to go home and throw that out. That stuff is toxic. There was a whole thing on 2020. Once that starts to flake, you want to get rid of that. You don't want to feed your family with that. We sell 2 sets of cookware, the executive and the stainless steel, which I'll get to in a second. I am so in love with our executive line. It has a lifetime guarantee, which means for the rest of your life, you are never going to replace our cookware when used properly. There are 2 sets, a 5 and a 7 piece. I would never let you buy the pots, because the moment I ring your doorbell and say hello, as a hostess, you always get it for 50% off. Some of them are sold separately. They're not in either the 5 or the 7 piece set. That's this. This is our 12-inch skillet. They are not Teflon. They're hard anodized aluminum, reinforced with titanium alloy. What does that mean in English? It's impossible to scratch them. Girls, lifetime guarantee. Forever you will have them. You could hand them down in your will. That's what lifetime guarantee means. Don't leave them your jewelry. They're going to fight over your cookware, I promise. So let me tell you, they're fighting right now. They want the pots. So let me tell you about this cookware. The sides are paper thin, so in the pots, the water boils like that. I turn around, my water's boiling already. They have dripless rims, so nothing runs down the side. The handles are made of silicone, which means they don't get hot on the stovetop. And the best part about the cookware is they're bakeware. They go in your oven to 400 degrees. I make a 12-inch birthday cake in here. Pour the cake batter, bake it in your oven. It's non-stick. The cake pops out. We frost it. We have a cake. I had a brunch. I made an 18-egg frittata. I'm not a good cook. I didn't even know what a freaking frittata was. But I swear to God, I sauteed mushrooms, peppers, onions. I threw in 18 scrambled eggs. It blew up beautiful. I popped it out. I sprinkled some shredded cheddar cheese. It was the most impressive looking thing on the brunch table. Girls, you're going to make a quick marinara sauce in here. 2 cans of crushed tomatoes, some fresh garlic. You're going to do a meat sauce in here. How many of you at home, you try to brown chopped meat or ground turkey and you're trying to break it up with the back of a spoon or a fork? You're all going to get this nylon mixing chop. I'm not going to do it because the dog will have a heart attack, but all you do is chop it in the pan. It's not going to damage your cookware because it's nylon, but it's going to break up your ground pork, ground turkey, ground beef into dust. So you're going to make a meat sauce in here. Girls, if you watch the Food Network, you're actually going to take pork chops, pan sear them, 3 minutes on each side to lock in your juice and flavor, and finish it off in the oven. You can only do that if your cookware is oven safe. So girls, this pan is $159. And a lot of women say to me, Sharon, my husband will kill me if I spend $159 on a frying pan. This is what I say. I am married to a man that can't even change a light bulb. I'm sorry, it's the truth. But in my garage, we have a lawnmower, a snow blower, a hedge clipper, a weed whacker. I don't know, we have a landscaper and someone plows our snow. But he has every tool in the garage. I don't know why a woman feels bad spending $159 on a power tool, and that's what this is. You are going to use this forever. This is your go-to pan. Everyone needs a good skillet. Ladies, I give you permission to buy this. You can have your husband call me, but here's the truth. You can go to Target and find a skillet that looks just like this for $39.99, and in 3 months it looks like it was run over by a truck. Cookware is something you cannot fool around with. It's an investment in your kitchen. You're better off buying one good one than $139 ones for the next 20 years. It's true, right? With cookware, you can't fool around with that. So I couldn't bring them all with me, but you're also going to see a 10-inch, You're going to see an 8-inch saute pan. You're going to see a stir-fry skillet, that's like a wok. If you turn to the cover of the catalog, this is our brand new all-purpose pot. That pot is absolutely gorgeous. It is extremely deep. It's a toss between a skillet and a wok. I love the all-purpose pot. You're also going to see a griddle for pancakes for grilled cheese. And then, girls, you're going to see my favorite pot. Kerry, on your stove is my double burner